Hello students, hope you are well right now. Today I will start from the first chapter of class 12, that is relation and mapping. So before that it is better if you will try to memorize the topic of set once and then please watch this video. So today I will start with relation. Now what is that? First I will tell about something of Cartesian product. Okay, so what is Cartesian product? It is already done in class 11. A equals to 1, 2, 3, B equals to x, y, z. Then A cross B equals to 1x, 1y, 1z, 2x, 2y, 2z and 3x, 3y, 3z. That means if I will take the first one from the first set and the second one from the second set and please maintain the order properly, that is called Cartesian product. Now what is relation? Relation is a subset of Cartesian product. Relation is a subset of Cartesian product. Subset, this one, it may be proper or improper. That means when this one will be a proper set, proper subset, at that time some element will be extra from here. But when it is improper, so we know that improper means either it is phi, that is null set, or A cross B whole. So subset means all of this type of subset. If it covers all the set, it is also a subset. If it covers a lesser portion, that is also a subset. So relation is just a subset of Cartesian product. Suppose from this one, if I will tell that the relation is first part will be prime number. So we know that 1 is neither prime nor composite. So I can't take 1x, 1y, 1z. Which one I can take? From 2x up to 3z. Because 2 is a prime number and 3 is also a prime number. So if I will define this relation, that means from 2x means from here up to there. All the terms, they are the element of this relation. Now, if I will take only one set, just I am taking 1, 2, 3. Then A cross A means it will be 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3 like this, and the last element will be 3, 3. So, if I will say that our relation R is defined on the set A, that means that R is a subset of A cross A. I am repeating once more. If two sets are there, then it is okay. A cross B we can find. That means relation is a subset of A cross B. But if one set is given and if then it is told that R is a relation which is defined on the set A, that time it means that actually that R is the subset of A cross A. Okay. Now I will give some examples on that. R is a relation. Suppose defined on the set R. This R means real number, set of real number, and this one means relation. Suppose if I will take like that, R equals to xy such that x plus y equals to 5. Now since I have taken already that R is a relation defined on the set R, that means here x and y both are real numbers. So if I will write this one, R equals to, this one means relation. Whenever I will write this double line, then it is real number. But when one single line is there, that means it is relation. So I can take 1 4 4 1 2 3 3 2 0 5 5 0. Since it is real number, we also can take fraction. So if I will take half plus 11 by 2, sorry, it will be 9 by 2. Half 9 by 2, 9 plus 1, 10 by 2, 5. Similarly, we can also take that if we will observe properly, there are infinite elements here. Why? Because it is real number. But if I will change the set, this one, that one relation will be same. But if I will change this set, suppose if I will take natural number, then natural number means it starts from 1. So then it will be only 1 4 4 1 2 3 3 2. Okay, so that means relation depends on the given set also. Accordingly, this one will change. So actually relation is the subset of the Cartesian product, because if I will take R cross R, R cross R means so many elements are there. We know that R is an infinite set. So if I will take that 1 6, that is all, that one also belongs to R, but 1 6 does not belongs to this relation. Okay, because if I will write R cross R, so how many elements are there? Infinite. R cross R means we can take 1 2 1 3, all of them infinite. We can't write all of them also. So 1 2, this one is an element of R cross R, but 1 plus 2 equals to 3. That means this one is not satisfied by the element 1 2. So I will not take that. I will just take whatever the elements of R cross R will satisfy this relation. I will just take those elements here. That's why I am telling repeatedly that it is called a subset. Subset means it may be covered by the whole or less portion from the larger set. Okay. Now please write it down. It is one example here. More examples I will take here. Number 2, suppose if I will take 1 2 3. Okay, and I am taking R as 1 1 2 2 3 3. I can define any relation from here. It is that both the numbers are same. Okay, so here also you can observe our relation R is defined on S. That means we are taking the elements from S cross S. If I will write S cross S, I will get 1 1 1 2 1 3, all of them, but I am taking just these 3. It is R. You can also take 2 3 3 2, something like that, but this one will depend on whatever fact will be given on that. Okay. Suppose if I will take up to Z, and if I will take that R equals to Since I have taken alphabet here, I will take like that A1, A2, such that A1 and A2 both are vowels. Okay, so R will be, we can take AA, AE, AI, AO, AU. Then also we can take EA, EE. Like that it will be continued. And the last element will be obviously UU. Try to understand this one. Means I am giving the example so that the concept should be clear. Means whatever I will take the set, R will be subset of that Cartesian product always. But this R will be given in the question, that whatever condition will be there, that will be given to you. So don't worry about that. These are just examples. Okay. Now I will say that types of relation. Types of relation. So many types are there, but I will tell 4 about that, and among all the relations, these 4 are important. Okay. Number 1, it is reflexive relation. And also write down here self to self. Now I will explain what is that. Suppose if I will take a set here, S equals to 1, 2, 3. I have taken one example. Suppose relation that one is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. This one is called reflexive relation. Means self to self, both the numbers will be same. So if we will observe properly this one, we can say for that R equals to XX. Okay, both are X here and X belongs to S. Means whatever the set will be given there, that one X belongs to S. XX. Now this reflexive relation should hold for all the elements of the set. Okay, write down there for all elements. Means if I will take that R equals to, suppose I am taking R1. R1 equals to 1, 1, 2, 2. It is not an reflexive relation. Why? Because it does not hold for all the elements of the set. Okay. So if relation that one will be followed by all the elements, that one is called reflexive relation. Suppose if I will give you some example on theoretical, first write down, there I am telling. Suppose if I will take R is a relation XY where XY both belongs to N and the relation is here X greater than equals to Y. Next I will take R equals to, suppose AB. The relation is that A and B have same age. Next I will take R equals to L1, L2 such that L1 perpendicular L2. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. R equals to XY such that XY belongs to N, X plus Y equals to 10. Okay, so what is first one? X, Y, both are natural numbers, X greater than equals to Y. Now whenever you will check from this one, you will just replace Y by X to check reflexivity. If you have to check reflexivity, you will just replace Y by X. Why? Because already I have told R means XX. Okay, so this one also I have to replace. Now check it once. If I will replace Y by X, then what it will be? This one. Now you will say that is it true or false? If it is given X greater than X, then it is false. But since greater than equals to is there, that means X is greater than X or X is equal to X. Greater than equals to means you know greater than or equals to. So we know that this one is true. Because X equals to X. Yes, that is true. So reflexivity hold. Okay. Since for this equals to sign actually, since equals to sign is there, not for the greater than. Because greater than equals to does not mean both of them. That yes, at a time two numbers are there. One number is greater than other and also equals to. It is impossible. Okay. So since for this one, that for equals to sign, reflexivity holds here. Now, number 2. A and B have same edge. Just like this previous one, replace B by A. So, what does it mean? A and A have same edge. Is this true? Okay. So, this one is also reflexive. This one is reflexive. This one is reflexive. Because for all the elements, because we know that if I will take any element from the natural number, that one will be also true. Just like that, if I will take any two persons, okay, so for any person in the world, this one will be same. Now number 3, L1, L2, L1 perpendicular L2. Now this one think once. If I will replace L2 by L1, both are L1, that means this one also I have to replace. This one you don't show, okay, it is for the explanation, but in the answer sheet don't write like this one, never. Okay, so if I will replace that one, then L1 perpendicular to L1, is it true? No, that means this one is not reflexive. Number 4, if I will take X plus Y equals to 10, now take any natural number, suppose 1, then 1 means what? It should be 1 plus 1, but 1 plus 1 is not 10. If we will observe properly, this one already hold for 5 plus 5, but already I told reflexive means it should be true for all the elements. Reflexive means it should be true for all the elements. But here we can observe that it is true just for one element. So this one is also not reflexive.